this story doesn't open with a breakout moment. It opens with someone who's been making music for years and just hasn't released the majority of it. QUILLY G is sitting on stacks of songs. Some of them are finished, some are stuck in his phone, and all of them are shaped by how he's grown as an artist, but also not just as a rapper, also as a person. So this story isn't about fame and it's not about clout. It's about building something that feels like you. You'll see that through QUILLY G's story, even if no one's looking yet. So this interview is a window into that space in between, the part where artists kind of decide who they actually want to be. And you'll see that as it's referenced in what he calls the middle part. If this is your first time watching one of my interviews, I go around and I interview underground artists of today's age so I can document their stories into history. So the first section that you're going to be seeing is the meaning behind QUILLY G's name. So his name tells you more than you'd expect. The G in QUILLY G shifts meanings depending on when you ask him. Sometimes it's about Chicago street culture. Sometimes it's Pokemon. Sometimes it's just a sound he liked. But the point is, it's never been just one thing, and neither has he. The openness is the first clue into how he thinks about identity. It's flexible and evolving. What month is it? It's a May?
Yeah. It is May. It's like May. It is May 4th.
It is currently
Sunday, May 4th.
It is currently Sunday, May 4th. What, around 10 p.m.? I'm here with QUILLY G. How you doing?
Young Willie Lily. I'm doing good, Chase, man. It's nice to meet you, man. Again.
We recorded we recorded one music video 4 years ago.
It had to be. Like, it was post-pandemic. Or was the pandemic still going on?
I think it was before. No. It was during.
It was during.
I believe so.
It was during.
Okay.
And we shot that video, and here we is again, man. Good to see you again.
2025 or something like that.
New music.
I have my first question for you.
And what could that be, man?
I've heard conflicting answers for this.
Okay. And what could that be?
QUILLY G.
Yes.
What does the G stand for? QUILLY G didn't start out chasing a career. He grew up around music, soaked in it, watched his cousins rap, got used to seeing it up close, but it wasn't until high school that he started writing for real. Even then, he took his time. He wasn't in any rush to record, no pressure to drop. He was just having fun with it. And his early process wasn't loud, it was gradual. So he watched, he learned, tested things out, and waited until it actually made sense to start doing it seriously. For
the G. All right. So I got two answers. So the first answer was I'm a real big fan. I used to be a real big fan of Shy Glizzy. I mean, I still listen to his music a little bit. So I used to be on like the Glizzy gang shit. So that's where the G originally came from. But as I started to hone myself in as my own artist, I look like Gengar, like the Pokemon. So the G stands for Gengar. The G also has a lot of other meanings. Like I'm a big Lil Wayne fan too, so like he'd be like Weezy F baby, and the F is for, so it's more like it's a play on with that too. So like the G stands for get far too, like get far in life.
That's the one I had seen on your Instagram.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a bit about when you started making music in life and kind of what led up to it?
Man, so damn, man. When I say really, I got cousins that rap up in my cousin Lavish. He's probably one of the first people I seen rap. My cousin Millie, my cousin Shoot, he's a battle rapper. Man, like I was seeing them when I was younger, and I had friends that was my age. I remember I had a graduation party for my brother graduated when he was a senior. And I was going to the 6th grade or some shit like that. And one of my friends got on the mic with my cousins. I was like, man, what the hell? But I really wanted to like hone in on everything. Like my senior year of high school, that was when like I started really writing for real. trying to get better with songs and shit like that. I didn't really record I don't think I recorded my first song until 2020 or 2018. No, I think I dropped my first project in 2020 or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, man, I've been fucking with the music quite some time. I got a cousin who's won a Grammy with music. Like it's kind of in my bloodline, I guess.
In the beginning, he was focused on being good, like technically good, solid flows, sharp bars, stuff you'd expect from someone trying to prove something. But the better he got, the less he needed approval, and that's when things started clicking. You'll hear what he says about not needing to please people and starting to do it just for the love of it. So now he doesn't force it. So he walks in, he catches a feeling and turns it into a song. And oddly enough, that looseness brought more clarity than all the trying to force it ever did.
So to say, but I don't know. I guess it's always been on me. I've always been around my barber, the manager for a real renowned Columbus rapper around the city, C Streets. I don't know. I've always been around the music, man. Like, it's crazy. Just for a second, I guess I was fighting the feeling of doing it. So I think I just got over it, and it was like, fuck it, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
Keep it G-ski.
What does making music mean to you now?
Man, what it means to me now is it's just like, it's really like this is a good question because I have a lot of answers for it. But for me now, it's more of it's a satisfaction amongst myself, because where I'm at with music now is like where I wanted to be with music, as far as like creating it, going inside the studio, and like, I could say one phrase and make a whole song about it, or just getting in front of the mic and actually being live with it. What it means to me now, I ain't gonna say it's everything, but it's, I'm not as attached to it as I used to be, which I feel like is what has created my my like gifted luxury to it, because it's like it doesn't take me long to like make songs or anything like that. Like, I really feel like I'm an animal when I get in there. Like, if if you know, like if you've been around me in the studio, like I really get in there and get to it. And like to really answer, man, like what it means is life. Like, life is art is life, art imitates life and life imitates art. So that's really what right now, that's what I think it means to me.
Why do you say that you feel less attached to it now than you used to?
I really, like, when I first, like, I felt like I put a lot of time in, like, as far as the craft of being a good rapper, being a good artist. I really put in a lot of time to do that. Like I got a lot of friends, like, who I rap with, and I try to tell them, like you never were like a bad rapper when you first started out. I was really a bad rapper. Like, a lot of my older songs, like, people just be like, what the hell is this? But like now we hear, but I say that because when I was so focused on trying to please everybody, nobody liked that music. When I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, everybody liked them songs. So
he calls it the middle arc. And if you've ever tried to build something creative, you might know exactly what that means. It's the in-between stage. So after the hype of starting, but before the results, isn't that crazy? The results start showing up. That's where QUILLY G found out what actually felt right for him. So he experimented with different styles. He messed around with Detroit beats and plug flows, and he started discovering the version of himself that didn't feel like anyone else. So this part wasn't about getting it perfect. It was about really just learning what felt like his style.
that's where that detachment comes from. The want to be great, then I actually like realized I am great. Like, I went into certain rooms with greater people, greater figures, and I held my own. So stuff like that too.
what do you think about your journey has been the part that influenced you most and kind of gave you the most improvement?
Really, like, I feel like every artist goes through their middle area. So, like, or like their middle arc in their timeline. And for me, the middle arc in the timeline, my fault. I don't know if I was holding the mic out too far, but,
Oh, no, it was
you
good.
think it was good?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
And then as I say it was good, I was holding the mic low.
Okay, but
So I believe the question was, what along your journey has given you the most improvement?
okay. So I say like it was like my middle arc in my career, which is like my first album is like a pop album for real. Like it's really not really rap songs, but that was because the guy that was my producer at the time, there was the beats he was making. So it's like I was challenging myself to really make songs on those kind of beats, knowing them ain't really the beats that I'm like, oh yeah, you know. So after that, I had to make the music I wanted to make. So that's when I started doing like the little Detroit beats or fucking with B at. And then I got into like the plug beats for real. And that's really where I've been at. Then all while that was going on, I was fucking with the boom bap too. So, you know, like I've always had like a like diversity for real for stuff like.
There's this weird tension you hear in his voice. He's confident in what he's made. He just hasn't shared most of it. Not because he's unsure, because he cares. So to him, dropping music isn't just about uploading files. It's about getting everything aligned, meaning the visuals, the timing of it, the vibe of it, the reception. And so he's not trying to be stuff mysterious by not dropping and keeping all these songs in his phone. He's just trying to be ready.
Like that, but like my middle arc gave me the improvement because I got to act on a lot of the things that I knew I was gonna be good at with music. Does that make sense? Is that like, yeah, like from a creative aspect? Because it's if you're just doing, or like you thinking like you're doing one thing, then like you get into doing a bunch of stuff, you never really know, like, oh, I could have been doing this the whole time. So just to, if that makes sense, that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you think the future holds for you?
The future holds for me, man, great things, man. I'm working with more artists now. Like a lot of my early music, I don't have any features. I have a couple features. I got a lot of unreleased features, but man, the future is like sky, man. It's like I feel like as of late, like I done put everything together, especially like as an artist, like image, the music, like it's like the stuff that's coming is like real good, and if it's packaged correctly and put together correctly, I feel like it'll be received very well by the masses.
Yeah. So what do you think separates you and puts you apart from other artists in Columbus?
Man, this is
levels to this shit.
you gotta let me answer that question, man. What separates me, man, is like it's like I'm a big Playboi Carti fan. I ain't even gonna hold you, like saying that, like document it. Like my music don't sound like Playboi Carti music, but I fuck with Playboi Carti music. And he talks about how like you can't put him in a genre. Like with me, like I don't necessarily have a genre, but it's like it ain't no music that I won't make. Like if we in like the right mood, right setting, like, and it ain't no music that I can't make. You know, so I choose to do what I do, like musically, and that's like, to me, that's been like my lore about myself. Like when you hear a QUILLY G song, like you know what you coming to get. You coming to get some good bars, some overheads, nice little hook. We're not really doing too much. Like less is better. I feel like that's something else that really separates me too. I don't do too much. I try not to do too much.
So what trait or skill of yours do you think is the strongest, gives you the best chance for making it?
It's my humor, bro. Like I'm funny, and it's like it don't matter how serious things is or even my tone. It's like you just gonna hear it and it's like you gonna laugh. Like I always wanna. I'm a big Chief Keef fan and he's always been like he always put like comedy into like his raps. So that's really where like that's where that stems from. So like yeah, for sure my humor. I'd say my song making ability too though. Like I got a lot of good music coming like, and I feel like that'll show my versatility as of late. Like people like probably like box me in for like certain stuff, but I really make all kinds of shit. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So making all kinds of shit, and I saw on your Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify everything. I saw. I think I saw 5 or 6 albums. Am I correct?
Yeah, man, I'm a workhorse. But that's like over time. Like that's the beginning of my career, and I got like 3-4 albums on ice right now. Like it could get like that, like whenever, man. I could push that button, like. But yeah, man, I really
Songs recorded for them?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. I could do it with this camera. Hold on. Let's go to. Let's go out here. Where it's at? Oh nope. What I say?
Middle
bad
camera,
segment.
your
Bad segment. Here we go.
I hope you can see this.
Here we go.
I don't know what we're about to see.
This the next drawing. If it load up. If it load up.
Are you about to play audio?
Nah. I'm just saying it's like ready to go. Like it's right here. Matter of fact, we can show it to this one. That joint ready to go. I'm thinking about Friday, like in the next coming week.
Oh yeah.
That's how I'm feeling. I'm thinking about Friday. But yeah, man. Oof.
So a lot of artists say their music is for, I'm doing the quotation marks with my finger right now, everybody. QUILLY G is a little more specific though. He says he wants to make music the youth can actually sit with. Stuff that doesn't preach but doesn't glamorize the worst parts of life either. He knows how influential songs can be when you're 14 and figuring yourself out. So he's trying to be part of that soundtrack. One that doesn't just hype you up, but gives you room to be yourself.
Ooh, yeah, bro. I'm a workhorse.
Yeah. So what do you think's been your most fun project or a single song to make?
Hands down. Like, this is for anybody who really wants to go in my discography. My favorite album I've ever made is Fly Quill. Hands down. And then, except for like 1 or 2, I've made all my cover arts too. So like I made the cover art for that. The producer's name is Flyboy, and I'm QUILLY G. NyQuil, Fly Quill. That's where I got it. It's literally like a NyQuil bottle with wings type shit. Like I really, yeah. But my favorite song on there is called AWG, which is AUG, or an acronym for A World Gone Evil. That's my favorite song I've ever made. Like, hands down, I love that song like top to bottom. I don't think I shot a video for that though. It's gonna come, like when I get a chance. But like that was the funnest, cause going back to that question you said earlier, like that was a part of that middle arc when like I was making shit I wanted to make, and that was one of those songs. Like I was playing it for people, and they ain't like it at first, but when like it came out and I put everything together with it, hands down, a slap.
Yeah. Could you explain the middle arc a little more?
It's like it's almost like an anime or like a cartoon or like a Dragon Ball Z. Like, you know, it's arcs in your life. Like, you know, it's a part of the journey, because you never know where the destination is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you do. You know, you work hard. You know, some shit don't work out, but that don't mean like you steering away from the destination. It's just another part of the arc. You know, so my middle arc is just my progressive era with my rap career. Like, that's me putting it together in my head, but not acting on it, cause
So he knows what gets attention. Reels on TikTok, on Instagram, everything the usual. You'll hear us talk about that a little. But he also believes in the old ways. People finding music through friends, sharing songs because they matter individually. So he's not against algorithms and social media and stuff. He just doesn't want it to dictate everything. So here he's navigating in the middle again, kind of between the grind of modern exposure as an information age artist and the slower trust-based reach that artists used to live by.
It's a lot to do by yourself.
Yeah. What do you think is going to signal? Do you feel like you're in your middle arc still?
No, I'm out of it. I'm in that weird area right now.
Yeah.
I'm in that weird area where I know I'm good. I got good music. It's just sitting in my phone. No reason why it's in my phone. Need to drop it.
Yeah. What do you think's kept you from dropping it so far?
Shit. Timing, life, patience, understanding of myself, trying to be a perfectionist too. And shit. I know what I got is good too, man. It's like it's like holding on, like these is my babies. Every song, like any song I make, like when I make it, like I know what I was thinking about, like how I felt. Everything is like with intention. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's yeah, I'm just in that weird area. Like I can get out of that. I just need to drop some music.
So what I'm hearing, one is a lot of confidence from you.
Oh yeah.
Two,
I'm a Leo. Overconfident.
Two, I'm hearing about the struggles with releasing, getting them out.
Yeah.
So my question is, what do you feel like will get you out of this weird area? Like, when will you know that you're out? Is it going to be number of songs released, number of follower count?
I can execute, so I look at music in 4 quarters. Like there's 4 seasons, so I look at music in 4 quarters. If I can execute.
So QUILLY G knows people recognize his face, but maybe not his name yet, and he's trying to change that slowly. So this interview is part of that effort, not as a promo rollout, but as a chance to finally attach his voice to his work, to show that there's more behind the music than just the uploads.
Cute. For 4 quarters straight, that'd be it. Like that's the only thing I haven't done yet. Like just stay consistent. Like I'm a like 1 quarter guy. Like I do one thing a year. I'm like the Undertaker. You only see me one time. And after that, it's like, oh, when you gonna drop again? Shit, I don't know. But me executing for 4 quarters, shit, even 2 quarters. It's just really like getting that string of consistency. Cause I have the music. It's just the execution part of actually dropping the shit. Like that part. Like
Yeah.
But I want everything to look a certain way too. I might have to get out of that. I did a last drop like that, and is it too far? Was that too far?
No, you're good.
I was about to say I did a last drop like that, and I mean it went pretty good type shit. I'm still getting views from that type shit. Like I put out quality shit, so it's like, so it's not like I don't have any good music out there. I just don't have any recent music, updated music.
Yeah.
You need some water, bro? Like, you need
No,
water?
I had a question and then I forgot the question.
Damn it. My dumb ass. I keep talking and shit.
No, it's good. It's good. I was listening. I was loving it. And that's why I got too caught up just listening. I need to practice being a better interviewer. Okay, so what actually, when you say you're a 1 quarter, 2 quarter guy, what is keeping you from it? Like, what's the actual step when you say, because you're saying that you have the music and it's just the releasing it. So I'm confused. You mean like the just scheduling it, the artwork?
Yeah, artwork too. Like right now, I'm in that going back to the weird area. I'm in that weird area because I have a full album like done. I have an 18-song album done, but it's no sense of dropping that because people don't know who I am right now. Like people know who I am, but they don't know my name. People know my face. I'm trying to combine those things right now, so I got music to drop leading up to that. Like I got a joint tape with my boy Rico the Real coming too. Like that's written. Most of those songs are recorded. I got a joint tape with my boy King Ease too. Like I got a lot of music like floating around these hard drives for some of these like producers and shit. No cap. And I just recently I'm about to do some shit with my boy Clout. We about to do a 4-thing EP. That's what I'm saying. I got a 10 pop just ready to be cover art done, songs done. Like I'm just sitting on dumbass music for no reason. Like for no reason.
What does being a perfectionist mean to you?
It gotta look how I want it to look, cause it's my name. It's how I want it to be. It needs to come out on this date. It needs to look like this. I need to have the format week after week for promo and stick to the shit like that, man. Like just actually being like I said, intentional. I was about to say pivotal. Being
Pivotal is like intentional as well, because like you're not the triple threat.
But type shit, same thing though. Like I'm really trying to be intentional with what I got going on. That's what being the perfectionist is. It's like I want it to touch the people who I know I can make it like it touch the people that I.
Even when things get frustrating, music's still there. For him, it's not about output. It's about the moment where a beat hits right and unlocks something he hasn't felt in a while. So that's what keeps him going. Not the chase or the streams, just the part where it feels good again.
Need it to touch, and then it creates like a locomotive. Like it keeps the train rolling at that point.
Do you feel like you're scared to fail?
In a sense, yeah. Because I didn't graduate college, man. I'm going to be honest. I ain't finished school. So, it's like, man, it's not really about failing at this point. It's about securing what I know I can get from what I'm doing. Like, I ain't make this quality music just to drop it, and then, you feel me, it don't do anything for me. So, it's a lot of that, too. Then shit, it'll be days like I don't even be wanting to be a rapper no more. Some days I'll be wanting to be a regular person again. I just be wanting to get fly, go to work, call it a day, just be stressed and shit. Now I'm a rapper and I'm stressed.
Rappers are acting in a regular ass person, like also a regular ass person.
Like, yeah.
What do you think keeps bringing you back?
What, the music? Oh man, shit, it could be as simple as like the homie, like, bro, I got this beat. I need you to, bro, hand me the lighter, bro. I got this beat that we finna go crazy. And the beat just brings something out of me that I ain't heard in a while.
QUILLY G is not short on energy. He said he'll pull up to a session, write a verse in 10 minutes, and knock it out in 1 or 2 takes. So recording isn't the hard part. That's the easy part for him. It's all the other stuff, releasing, planning, organizing, that takes more of it out of him. So you'll hear him talk about that a little.
So like inspiration always is what it is. Like I don't listen to too much new music, but I try to listen. Like I listen to the same songs damn near every day for real. Like just studying them. Like so shit. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's not being scared to fail though. I'll tell you that. It's just precision. That's what it is. The precision of securing them things correctly.
Precision?
Yeah, precision.
What do you mean by that?
Like, as far as my career, like with the music, cause like failure is gonna happen. Like, you know, some shit don't go how you want it to happen. So I'm saying more along the lines of, if I can like attack the things I want with precision, that would like help going back to the perfectionist thing. And then, cause if I do it how I want to do it, and it look how I want it to look, and it don't go right, shit, the only person I can blame is myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here he is.
So when you say only person I can blame is myself, do you feel like you ever blame yourself for not releasing music out and stuff and beat yourself up about it?
No, not anymore. Like, I used to beat myself up about it, but that shit gonna come when it come. Like, who checking for it, and who ain't, you know, I'm not worried about them. Like, that's what I'm saying. When I get in the strings of being consistent, like I know it's gonna come with that. So it's like, I'm not even tripping about that whatsoever.
How hard is it to find time to record music, working and going through life?
Man, honestly, how my life, like, I'm such a good fucking rapper. It really be crazy, because it's as simple as I get invited to a random studio session, and all I gotta do is rap. I rap all the fucking time. So like, I might have to work the next day at like 12 or 9. Like, I can go to the studio for an hour or two and go the fuck back home. Like, I just rap. It ain't gonna take me shit. I can write 16 bars in damn near 10, 15 minutes. Shit, the session no more than 2-4 hours. Shit, I'm about to say my little shit, write it down, get it going. I don't think recording's hard. It's like, motherfuckers don't know what to do when they get in the booth. Motherfuckers be thinking it's the playground. That's what I really think it is. Too many hobby rappers just going in there and fucking off. You don't like that shit.
He loves slipping in lines that make people stop. Not in any crazy, like, drop, heart stop way, but in a pause, wait, run that back, play that song again kind of way. Or just saying the line out to yourself. I think that I even did that as we were listening to some of his music before the interview started. So it's kind of like a game that he plays with himself. Can I write something that I or somebody else has never heard before? Can I sneak a reference in that makes sense if you catch it, but still sounds good even if you don't? So he says that those are the lines that he's most proud of.
I don't like that shit.
What separates someone from being a hobby rapper and the opposite?
Shit. Me and my niggas, we ain't hobby rappers. That's what separates.
Tip behind the rap. That's what it is.
That's a good answer, Young Kurt. But
Tip behind the rap.
I'll take that. That's a good answer too.
You don't hear the shit that he say that music at all.
My thing now is approach. Like, I don't judge songs if they good or bad, because there is good and bad songs. But then there's bad songs that people like. So is it really that bad? So it's like the approach with shit. Like, when I hear how you, because I record music, that's what I'm saying. I make music. So when a motherfucker drop a song and be like, oh, bro, listen to this song. Like, I know what you did when you went in there. I know what you did when you went in there. So I'm just like, your approach is what's gonna let me know, like, is you serious? Like, is you really, like, or is you in there fucking around? Some people don't be fucking around. They just don't know what they doing. They don't know that they on the song. They just really be just going in there doing shit.
All right, man. Tell me, what about making music is your favorite part?
My favorite part is saying shit that I ain't heard nobody else say. So when I got bars, I got a lot of them on that album, that 18-song album I was talking about earlier. I got a lot of them on that album. But or some shit. Like matter of fact, in on Fly Quill, I said on the song, I said, House of Cards on the crooked table. Don't believe the lies they tell, all they stories fables. My bro be off the Tris, he can't do the maple. Tris is like lean.
It's a brand, right?
Tris is lean. My bro be off the Tris, he can't do the syrup. Like, you know, he can't do the maple. Like, I was like, I ain't never heard nobody say that. So I was just like when I say shit like that on them type beats, that's my favorite part.
He keeps coming back to the idea of impact. Not big change the world stuff, but smaller things. Like making music that a 12-year-old hears and thinks, oh, I don't have to be a certain way. I can just be me. And that matters to him more than the viral moment ever could.
That's my favorite part of making music.
You hope that you, what impact do you hope you leave on people?
I said this on my own too. I said I hope I can capture hearts and spread to many regions. Man, I really I make music for the youth for real. I mean, like, people who grown, like, you know, if you like shit. But like, if you like my music, a lot of girls be liking my shit too, which I think is crazy. But I make music where it's not like I'm talking about killing somebody. Like, you know, maybe we beat somebody up, or, you know, niggas got stomped out or some shit like that, or I'm not gonna do it. Like, you know, maybe I might say like, bro got shot or bro shot bro. You know, I'm not the person doing it. So I'm really trying to like, I'm not trying to condone the violence, but like, violence is cool, but like, we not trying to put that first. We trying to vibe, we trying to have a good life, trying to sit back, relax, you know, enjoy life kind of thing. That's really what I try to, that's the impact I want to leave out. Like, I want people to like get jovial feelings when they hear my music.
So when you say it's really for the youth, what does that mean?
Like kids, like the kids. Like, I feel like a lot of kids be hearing my songs and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I cuss a little bit. I got a couple songs where I ain't cussing all the time. But yeah, like for the kids. Like, if a kid hears my songs, like probably like when he's like 14 or 12, developing his brain, I'm like, okay, I could just rock nice shoes and get girls and get money. I don't gotta be like a dangerous person. I can be me.
Stop pleasing and start creating. That's the message of this next part. So when he stopped writing songs for approval, they got better. We talked about that earlier. I explained it at the beginning of the video. So they didn't necessarily get cleaner or flashier. His technical proficiency didn't all of a sudden do a 180. It just became more like him, his sound did. And people noticed that because you can feel when an artist believes in their own work or not. It's not ego, it's clarity. I mean, in the 21st century, it's 2025 right now as I'm making this. You can't just hide that as an artist who's releasing their stuff, whether somebody's being authentic and making stuff that they actually enjoy or not.
Type shit.
So if that's something that you'd like at 12, 13, 14, the youth listening to your music and being inspired or affected by it, is that what happened to you?
Yes, that is what happened to me. A lot of the songs that I was hearing, my favorite mixtape of all time is 1999 by Joey Badass, and I heard that. That was like the first piece of music like I would discover it on my own. Like, funny story about that. I didn't have a phone, so the only way I could listen to music, I had to burn songs on the flash drive. I went to go see my dad's side of his family in Philadelphia, and my dumb ass only burned half. I had half on my phone and I had half on the flash drive. This is my dad's phone though. So when I was at somebody's house, I could only listen to one half. But then like we was in the car and I was on my dad's phone, I could listen to one. But yeah, that music really like influenced me to like, you know, like, cause Joey was like young as hell. Like he still was in high school when he made that shit. He wasn't really rapping about. He was rapping about like what he was seeing, like what was going on around him. That's something like I'm real like big on that too. Like I rap about my surroundings. Like try to bring like what's around me like to life. Like showing you like what's my reality. You know.
Why do you think you enjoy sharing your reality?
I enjoy it because it's like somebody got to do it, you know. Like, what can you say? He said, "Niggas act tough, but somebody got to do it." Come my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it, and I feel like I always been that person. I'm the example. Like you don't got to be that person to be that person. You can be real likable just being yourself. People really fuck with you for you being yourself.
So you've said a couple times, you've talked about being yourself, about your confidence, how you know you have good music out there. So at the beginning of the interview, you mentioned a little bit about how things changed when you stopped making what you thought people would want and you started to make what you wanted. Could you talk to me about that a little bit?
I think okay. So no, actually, it is Big Homie Shit, Volume 2. Them was my first slow flow songs. Well, them was like the ones on the plug beats, and that's Fashion and Careful. And I Hood Rich did them bitches. Shout out Hood Rich. But I had like some earlier shit. Like I got like Stack It to the Ceiling. That's like on my first album. I got I Swear at the end of that pop album I was talking about. That's It's a Time and Place for Everything. It changed when I did that on Big Homie Shit Volume 2. But if I'm not wrong, my next joint is Fly Quill. And that's when like I really feel like everything changed. Because that shit was for me. That wasn't really for nobody else. I just was really I really liked what I was doing. I was like, okay, I'm just going, boom. We out here.
So we talked just a little bit about the interview and that stuff in general in this next section. For all the music that he's made, this is actually QUILLY G's first interview. It's the first time someone sat down and asked him questions. That is one of my favorite things about interviewing artists in specifically Columbus. That's where I'm located, where I'm interviewing underground artists. I love being able to hear that I'm giving people their first interview. And this one was so cool because just hearing his own individual personality and the reasons behind why he makes it was awesome. So not that interviews make an artist or anything or validate them, but without them, stories can just get lost. You know, the music tells a story, but it doesn't tell the whole story. The same way that this interview will tell a story, but it won't tell the whole story without hearing his music, actually. So that's really the purpose of why I did this interview, why I'm recording this right now, is so that I can document his story, and then, who knows, 500 years in the future, students are studying it, you know? 10,000 years in the future, archaeologists are doing some research on this or something. I don't know, digital archaeologists.
Or no, yeah, it was Fly Quill. It was Fly Quill.
So, for the listeners, a little context. When we were setting up, QUILLY G mentioned that this was his first interview.
Man, no cap.
So this is your first interview, right?
This is my first interview, man.
So, somebody who's making music at the pace that you do with the amount of albums you do, and especially with how much unreleased music you have, the library of it, do you feel like it dissuades you that there's not as much like media coverage, like having your first interview?
I feel like a lot of that is like within myself, man, and like real shit. Like I always felt like I've done good to just be like doing this shit like on my own. I got 278 subscribers on my YouTube. Like I haven't done a giveaway. I just be posting this shit. Like I probably sent it to a couple people like on Twitter and Facebook, told people to go subscribe. Like I'm at 278. Like that's just off my own strength and will.
Yeah.
I know a lot of dudes who make more, like they drop more music than I do, and they don't even have that number. That's like real people type shit. It don't. You said like dissuade me towards.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of just skirting around the question because after you explain it how you just did, it's kind of clear. So like numbers, followers on social media, views. How much does that shit matter to you?
It don't matter, but it shows, man. Like and it's like that's why I don't think like I don't ever want a motherfucker think I'm stagnant. It's like whenever like it's to the point, and that's what I'm saying. That goes back to that middle arc question I was talking about and shit when I was saying like when I drop, like I get that attention. Them eyes gonna be on me.
Yeah.
I've never paid for promo or anything like that, bro. Like as far as that's what I was saying, like media coverage, like it's never nothing like that.
Yeah.
I've never paid for promo. Everything is literally off. I posted on my Facebook, my Twitter, Instagram, or my Snapchat, and that's what we rocking with. And I think I do pretty motherfucking good, man. Like I got what like 2,500 followers or 2,700. And my last reel around like 4,000. And I don't post shit more than once. Like I don't just post shit for like a week straight. Like you get one post, you get I dropped it on YouTube. If you fuck with me, you know it's there though. That's one thing with me. Like everything's there. So you want to go back, it's always there. It's not really like but not like a media coverage thing. I don't think that ever was like. That's really just me not paying for promo, I guess. Honestly.
He says it plainly. He doesn't like following crowds. Even if it slows him down, he'd rather figure it out on his own way. And that's not like rebellious or counterculture or anything. It's just how his brain works. Yeah. It's weird how intertwined the need for artists to be on social media has become. You know, with the birth of the internet and the information age, it's kind of like a curse now where you gotta figure something out. You can't at this point, you know.
It's funny you say that, bro, because I feel like me and Kurt and the homie Lamar, we talk about this pretty often, man. It's nothing that beat word of mouth. Like a lot of the rappers that are renowned today, like they're really big because of word of mouth. Like when they first came out, like their homie heard a song, he was like, hey bro, you should go listen to such and such, and then it just creates that chain, like Wiz Khalifa, Drake, Future, The Weeknd. Like I could go for days with a lot of people like that. So it's crazy that social media, I think it just makes a lot of things that's been prevalent. Like a lot of these dudes being superstars. It's just you see it on a more global level. Yeah, like I'm not even on TikTok, bro. Like it's to the point where it's like I refuse to get on TikTok, but I need to get on TikTok. Especially if I want to make some fucking money. Like how everybody else is doing. But I'm not a keep up with the Joneses guy. Like I always do my own thing, bro. Yeah. I feel like that's why like I feel so good about that's where my confidence comes from. I did my own thing the whole time. Like I seen like examples and like, you know, game plans and studied moves of good people, but I'll just be doing me, bro.
Yeah. When you say that you're not on TikTok and then you say, but I need to be on TikTok, I know that is such like it's almost like a trap, you know? It's so easy to fall in because when you hear about artists making money off solely making art, 9 times out of 10 nowadays, it's because they make money on TikTok or something like that, which is such, I don't know, for me, that just makes me so sad, you know? Like, it's like I would love to just, you know, to not have to do that.
It's sad, but man, like That's just the modernization and stuff.
It really
man.
is, yeah.
It's the same thing as the Industrial Revolution. That's what streaming is to music, man. It's
Yep.
just technology. When Steve Jobs made that iPhone, Apple Music became a thing. Oh, it's just here, and all I gotta do is go click it. Like
Blockbuster saying that Netflix would never beat them out.
oh my lord, look at her. Jokes on you, Blockbuster. Guess what the Blockbuster around my neighborhood is now? It's like a Mediterranean mall. It's not a Blockbuster anymore. But yeah, that is crazy, man. And honestly, I don't look too bad about it, but it's like, are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
And it's almost one thing I've always, and then it's like it goes back to like me being a kid, like me being me. I don't conform, bro. Like I hate conformity. Like I always try to do whatever everybody else is like. When they be like, "Oh my God, it's a building on fire over here," I'm looking at the house that's not on fire. I'm like, dang, it's fire over here, and then it's the other houses over here. I always been that kind of kid, to be honest. So. Some of that stuff do come with that, but
So he sees what happens when you post every day, use hashtags, focus on the algorithm, numbers rise and people pay attention. But it's hard to keep that up with day-to-day life, working 9 to 5. That affects your heart. So he's still learning to balance the art with the grind, and that's okay because that's what it means to be an artist. I really don't believe that there's any artists without any struggle. If everybody was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, what would art even look like? Would art have any meaning if it wasn't something that was pursued not out of obligation due to lack of things to do, but rather being pursued out of a love, even when there are better things that could be done, like resting or getting ready for the next day, being with family, with loved ones. It's a sacrifice. And I'm not sure what grammatically is correct right there, QUILLY G, he's learning that sacrifice with all the rest of us who are making any type of art or anything.
like I said, I do still feel like I've done pretty good for myself, not having to do all those other things.
Are you happy with where you're at in your career?
Happy? No. Satisfied? No. Ready to keep going? Correct. Ready for progress? Correct. Ready to upgrade everything? Correct. Mindset shifting? Correct. All that. But happy? Nah, man. I should be way bigger. That's just the confidence in me. But I mean, I should, man. I had a good run with music. I really, man, I had a real good run with music, like post pandemic for real. Like I was doing a good job, staying consistent. I actually had it's still my biggest song on my YouTube. Shout out my boy Teeth. He recorded 2 songs for me that was on that Fly Quill album, and it's actually the outro is called Act Together. We recorded the song, and he had this crazy idea saying, bro, we should put the radio effect on your main vocals and just make your ad-libs real regular voice. I was like, all right, we played it. I was like, I like that shit. That's that not me conforming thing again, right? Yeah. I dropped that shit. I promise you, Chase, Loki, about to give y'all some sauce right here. I get a 15-second clip of me dancing in the video. Like my homeboy shoots it. I pay him for that. I posted for a week straight. It was at like 350, just on my YouTube. That's just me just posting it on Instagram every day. Like I wake up, I'm gonna post shit on my regular story, but like on my like feed and wall, I just posted a like 15-second clip of me just dancing. Like, oh, I dropped this, link in bio, 350, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's at like 4 or something right now.
1,000?
No, like 400. No, not 4,000. But the thing with that was that taught me about algorithm, because if I keep it on a schedule, it's in like a chain for everybody to see it. And what I really think happened, bro, was some of them overseas producers like had got hip to the song. So like I got overseas producers in my DM like, oh yo, let's work, da da da. And matter of fact, I can tell you how many views that motherfucker got right now. But that goes back to me. After that, like I was like, let me just move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I did that right. Let's try to can I keep doing that? Can I do that over and over and over and over and over again? 'Cause that's what consistency is.
Yeah.
Honestly. It is at 492, Chase.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's at 492. It was 3 years ago. Positive 3 years ago. My first video ever is at 571.
Hell yeah.
And this is at 492. And that just goes to show, man, like
Yeah.
if you on to something.
So I asked the question, what does it take to entertain people? And I didn't set them up very well. You know, I'm still learning how to be a good interview. So it's hard to give a clean answer to that question. And maybe that's the point of the question. I don't know if that's a reach, but entertainment is kind of messy now with internet and social media. So it could be like a skit, a dance, a wild clip, anything. But at the end of the day, he believes that the music and just himself is enough, that he doesn't have to like fold to the algorithm. You know, I've talked about that a few times. I know I might sound like a broken record here, but it's just so vital to him being who he is his identity.
And you always go with your gut with the music, man. Like, especially if you're investing in yourself. Like, if that's what you want to do, just stand on it. And you never know what's gonna happen. You know, a lot of people thriving off of just standing on what they want to do.
Yeah. So when you talk about that, and you talk about that was what taught you about the algorithm, what do you think it takes for an artist to entertain people?
Well, not to be too deep, but like the world fake. Like people are fake. So it's like, what is entertainment? Not to come back to your question, but it's like what do get the people going? What is provocative? It's like it's subjective. You know, like what people like is what people like. But I feel like not to like stray too far away from the question, but like entertainment to certain people is like seeing a bunch of people fight. Entertainment to some people is watching a bunch of people laugh, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's just funny you ask me that question because it's like, yeah, like I don't.
His influences are scattered, but his voice is steady. He doesn't sound just like one thing, and that's intentional. He's not trying to copy. He's trying to stretch, and that stretch shows in his, I'm not sure what the word here, his diversity within his portfolio. Maybe that's the right word. Basically, like the range of stuff that he produces.
To me, what it take? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what it takes to entertain people. Shit. Well, Gilly the Kid said it the best. He said, if you want to go viral, just go live and eat shit. Everybody gonna know who you is, and it's just like, to some people that's entertainment, but I don't want to see nobody eat no shit. You see what I'm saying? Like that's to me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people fake, man. So it's like that's like people crash out to entertain other people. Like people do the most to entertain other people, and it's like, especially not to speak on males, but like males be doing the most to entertain other niggas. No, brother. But yeah, touch on that. Sorry. But yeah, man. That's a good question though. I'm glad I gave you that answer. I really feel that's really how I feel about that, man. People is fake. So like what it really takes to entertain somebody, you might have to jump off a building, survive, go run a decathlon afterwards. and get cancer and beat cancer to entertain people. You gotta do the most. 'Cause some people never satisfied either, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Entertain, man. Shit.
How hard was it for you to make the transition that we were talking about earlier of making what other people would want to making what you want? Like,
How hard was it?
Yeah.
How hard was it?
Yeah.
Like, as in, like,
how'd you do it? You know, I asked that question in case an artist is listening or somebody who wants to, you know, but they're in that boat.
so here I'll do one of these right here. So he not really my uncle, but like one of the big homies, right? He was real good at like talking shit. Like you interviewed Malio. Malio got songs with who I'm talking about. If you know, you know, kind of thing. I don't want to speak too much on, you know, something. I went around them already knowing how to rap like that, but I didn't want to rap like that. Like at first, like I felt like for me it was gonna be corny because I felt like when you rap like that, you gotta have like a certain, you know, like certain look to you. As I got better, I learned like, oh, I can put my own little twist on it and it still can hit. But it wasn't. That's. I'm in the interview.
On the topic of environment, Columbus, Central State, nighttime drives, barbershops, dorm rooms, it all ends up in the music. Even if he's never been far from Ohio, he's moved through enough versions of himself to write from different angles. So maybe the geography doesn't change all that much, but the perspective does as he experiences the different parts of growing up, being influenced by music, and then being influenced by things unrelated to music.
Can I call you back? All right. Sorry about that. No, that was crazy. But I went around them, man. I got a bar on one of my songs, man. I said I ate amongst wolves. There ain't nothing proved. Them was the wolves I was around, man. Them dudes can rap their ass off. Rap all day. Rap all day. And it's like I had to get better or I was gonna keep getting kicked out the booth kind of thing. And it's like that taught me how to rap like that. But then me learning how to rap like that made me better in other areas when I made other music too. So it was really kind of like a gift and a trade kind of thing. Yeah. Man, shout out, man. R.I.P. baby.
Yeah.
How
much do you think your environment affects the music that you make? I know you said that you reference it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's like real big. Like, man, it's real big. And I always tell people, like, cause I haven't traveled a lot. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, I haven't traveled a lot. I think the furthest I really went is New York, and the furthest south I probably went is Kentucky. Yeah, some shit like that. I'm like, I can look at something. Like I always fucked with art class. Like when I was a kid, I can look at something and I can speak about it. Like I went to school for journalism. A lot of people don't know that. And that also that also helps with why I'm a good rapper, because I understand the human language. So essentially, how do I answer that? Ask the question again.
I don't remember the question anymore because I'm still stuck on that. You went to school for journalism.
I went to school for journalism, bro. I'm trying to answer that question right. Where was I going with that? What did you say?
I asked originally about. I I can't remember.
Man, I'm tweaking, man. I'm high. Man.
What made you go to school for journalism?
I feel like I'm answering a question now because it's like that's where I was going with. I don't know, man. But shit, I don't know, man. It's like I always fucked with like people be like, oh, you like writing? It's like it never was writing. It was research. It was like these actual facts of things. Like, you know, I can put this into I can make a theme or something, and I can just use these as the facts to like back up my theme. That's it. Like, you know, quote it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, percentages and study shows, you know, shit like that. Like, I always fucked with that. I've always been a researcher or something. But you said something about my environment, bro. That's what you said. Man, yeah, bro. So like I'm from like, you feel me? I'm from the trenches, man. Like I'm up north, like to the max, like zone 4 to the max. So this all I grew up seeing. Like when I went to school, I was in the middle of fucking nowhere at Central State. And that was like it wasn't like a culture shock, but then it's like the closest Walmart is like 30, 40 minutes away. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you know, I always grew up in the city. So it's like, like most recently I got into like the nightlife and shit. And then that didn't like change my whole perspective. Like, that's a new environment that I get to speak about my music because that shit just so different.
Some of his bars come from random thoughts, he says. Stuff that might hit in the shower or when he's like halfway through a shift. So that type of stuff isn't like deep philosophical wisdom that is thought about and quoted and written down and edited and drafted and finalized. It's just real, honest, authentic thoughts that come up expressed. And that's really what art is about. It's about expression. So that realness and that authenticity shows up in the way he writes about the people around him. This kind of goes back to talking about environment. And I think that's just cool.
Like all them late nights, like till 4 in the morning. Oh man, like, but yeah, my environment always is affecting my music because I try to speak about the things I'm doing. Like, not like I could like maybe my homeboy could tell me a story and I could make a song about it. Like, but I try to rap it as if I'm in his shoes. You know, some shit like that. It's just that simple. And that's really like, you know what I'm saying? That's like I do what I know. And I know what I do. Type shit.
You ever have those shower thoughts? Little nuggets of like wisdom that you wish you could share with people?
I do, man. And they in my music. Man. Cause I guess the quote is man knows by experience, not by what he's told. So like you gotta go through it yourself before somebody like just tell you, oh yeah, Like you gotta go see for yourself. You know, you gotta go drink that water yourself before somebody take you to it. Cause you don't know if that water tastes good or not. But then you gotta. That's the thing now. Like wisdom comes in many ways. You can get wisdom from anybody. Like wisdom comes in many shapes or forms because it's people who've been on the, like who's had their laps around their sun. But then it's like, I work at a kid's store, bro. And like I learned so much from like kids now, like these newer generation of kids. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Like I wasn't raised like that. So like, hey, but yeah, really touch on that.
Yeah. Saying you weren't raised like that. What do you think are your most personally deepest held values?
Faith. You know, I grew up in a church kind of thing. So I don't really be going to church no more like I used to. Like my favorite book in the Bible is Matthew. That's where all the parables is at. You know, like comparisons and stuff, or like if you do this and this could be the outcome, or stuff like that. But really, I've really been on like a more spiritual kind of thing for real. So to answer your question, that's where I've been at with that, honestly. And I keep doing this. I answer a question, and I'll be like, "What did he say again?" Don't be me.
So he was raised around church. Even if he doesn't go anymore, he still carries the structure, the metaphors, parables, the belief in consequence, and he keeps his circle small. Not out of mistrust, I don't want to say, but just because that is what makes sense to him. You know, I really don't want to speculate on why he does. But sorry, there was a gap there. I'm tripping. I'm trying to think. You know. Well, I guess that's on the next section then.
Yes. And you asked me what, Chase?
I asked you about your most deeply held values.
Okay. Faith. Number 1. 2. Family. 3. Morals. Faith, family, and morals. Them is 3 values for me for sure. Cause I don't have too much family. I only have an immediate family. I like my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister. Got another sister, and I got my nephew. And I don't really get close to people, you know. And then I got some real good friends. But they really ain't my friends. They more my brothers, cause like we really done all like seen each other grow up. So yeah, man. Faith, family, and morals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. We were just talking a little bit about, I don't know, we were just in the moment, you know, reminiscing and stuff. And it's really cool. So I shot, I know I said this at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So we shot a music video in we couldn't remember the date.
I can tell you. I don't know if I dropped it right when you.
Yeah. It was around that now.
It is right here. I dropped it 2 years ago. And it said December 5th, 2022. And that's at 123 views type shit 2 years ago.
And I mean, that was...
All my videos get 100 plus, okay.
That was like at the very beginning of any type of like media production career that I was pursuing. That was the very beginning. You know, I was like leaning towards it in the years leading up to that, but never actually pursued it until like 2022 was really when maybe 2021 was really when it started ramping up, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's so cool to be able to be here because I was like, you know, everybody who worked with me before I started making interviews, it's like I was really hoping to be able to get as many people. So it's meaningful for me to be here and to be able to interview you and, you know, log your story into history.
Man. And then like, bro, it's dope for you, bro, because it's like, shit, you low-key planted them seeds, like, shit. If like shit, I would have never met you if we never did the video. So I probably we'd have never did the interview either. So I mean, shit, we're here, bro. Like that's dope. That's dope as hell, bro. And it's like I feel like when one thing with me, man, like I said this earlier, like my music is about people who want to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to take that risk and do good things for yourself. You want to take that risk and do something that you ain't never did before. Like, you know, we all gambling for real. You know, we all shooting them dice at the end of the day. That's the dopest thing about it, bro. Like, I commend you on that because, like, I'm seeing it in 4K, watching you do this shit, and it's like you doing it on your own too, bro. You ain't got no team. Y'all see all this shit? He did all this by himself. Goddamn it, ain't nobody else in this. But the most I did was bring in the motherfucking shit that had it in it. That's it. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. I grabbed this motherfucking mic, smoked me a blunt, drunk some water. I didn't do shit. Shout out to this man. He's amazing. Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it. I appreciate your words. It means a lot. Yeah. Dumb fun to do it, man. Right before we paused for the last break. So we get to talking a little bit about, as we're nearing the end of the interview in the last 10, 15 minutes, we get to talking a little bit about like the meaning of this, of expressing himself through a different medium rather than music via his first interview. So he says it's not really just like content to him. You know, I hate that buzzword content. I think it's so stupid. It's something that he can point to later and say, yeah, like I said all this before the momentum in my career started. And I think there's a quiet pride in that. It's not loud. Like the pride and the confidence is just present. And I think that's such an important thing to have as an artist.
You said that you don't really get close to people, or you might have said that it's hard for you to get close to people.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I think I'm a Leo, bro. I'm a loyal person. So it's like everybody not worth that. Like going back to what I was saying, like with the entertainment question, like people be fake, bro. And it's like, you know, like not to really be like too deep about that, but it's like you can't get too close to people, man. Like when you do, you I always say this to people. Boosie had this clip. He said he went to therapy, and his therapist said that a lot of his anger stemmed from his expectations from people. That's why I don't get close to people, because it's like, why I don't you unless like we grew up together, like we family. It's like I really can't expect nothing from you. You could stab me in the head tomorrow. You could stab me in the head tomorrow, Chase. Bro, I know. You feel me? You be like, oh yeah, bro, good interview. Shake, shake, shake.
Some intense marketing. What was that earlier we were talking about? Entertaining people?
Like, that is hilarious. But nah, like, yeah, bro, like, but then it's like I'm never afraid to make a relationship with somebody, but it's like I like, you know, you do have to draw those borderlines, or those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those boundaries.
Yeah.
Those boundaries with people.
And that's smart. That's a smart way to live life, you know, to protect yourself. My question is, though, do you think that for yourself, that ever gets in the way of yourself being able to have meaningful relationships with people?
Yeah, it do sometimes. And I've lost a lot of good people in my life, you know, from being an asshole, being overconfident, being too full of myself. And I'm not afraid, or you feel me, I'm not scared to admit that. Like, you know, I feel like I'm not an easy person to deal with. Like, I'm definitely an asshole. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I have my ways. And that's something I've learned, like, being older. Like, I'm not, feel me, I'm not just this perfect motherfucker. Like, I want to be a professional. Fuck. I want to be a perfectionist, but I'm not no perfect person. Like, you know, I got my flaws I got my flaws and vices just like everybody else do. My thing is I've learned that you don't have to wear your flaws and vices on your sleeve. Like, you know, that's why you don't gotta always, you know what I'm saying? You can handle your business and still go through what you go through. I feel like a lot of people don't be really on that for real.
Yeah. So thinking about kind of the forward steps, earlier you were talking about the difficulty with actually releasing your music. What do you think ultimately is going to get you past that roadblock?
Man, that's all it takes is a call. Just gotta just log in and drop that shit. That's really all it is. Just get all the shit together, drop it. It's like all that shit just sitting in the folder. So it's like, it's really just to go. Man, stuff like this, like, you know, interview that I can drop, or you feel me, interview dropping in the next coming week or something, like this shit like this is like, it's like, this is my press run, this is my promo run.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I feel like this, bro, this is so dope. Not to like get too forward off the question, but like, this is so dope because this is like my press run, and this is promo for myself. And I feel like when people see this, for me, they're like, oh shit, this nigga kind of serious with this rapping shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got an interview. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
QUILLY G get an interview. Oh, motherfuckers know who QUILLY G. That's what I'm saying, man. My humor with this shit is just unbelievable. But yeah, bro, like, stuff like this really gets the ball rolling. That's why, like, what you're doing is dope as hell, because you're helping an artist. You know, an artist is a couple interviews from a motherfucker discovering them. This is from the next time I do a show, I get to say, look me up on YouTube, QUILLY.G. When they type in QUILLY.G, guess what's going to be in them search names? It's going to be my shit, the little topic, then right under that is going to be your fucking video. That's going to be dope as hell, man. Like, that really helps me as an artist. Like, does a tremendous job for me because at the end of the day, if I'm spreading my name and I'm spreading the word about myself, shit, that's what they're going to come back to. People want to know who you is, man. And I've always been a likable person. I can't be an asshole, though.
I feel like that's necessary, though. You know?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. I still got to sell shit, but I mean, I'm just not a sugarcoater, man. I just tell it how it is. I try to. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I expect people to do the same with me and shit.
Yeah. With what you were saying, that's a good place to do a little plug right here. So if you made it this far, make sure you go chaesarvideos.com, QUILLY G, look it up.
He says it like it just hit him. Maybe this is the start. Maybe this interview is what finally gets him to drop everything he's been holding on to, because now the story's out there, and once that happens, there's not much left to wait on. He even says, I forget if it's in this part or if it already happened. He even says, you know, this got me motivated. Maybe I'm going to drop on Friday or next Friday. Now, depending on when you watch this, obviously, you know, it's probably already long dropped, but still relevant.
Up on the Meet the Artist page, read his article. Read the article. Look at the pictures, the photo shoot.
Read that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Read that motherfucker. Read that motherfucking article, goddamn it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram a lot.
That's the plug for it. That was the intermission. So, I feel like with the current climate of the world as it is right now, we've been avoiding this one question. Very important. One gorilla or 100 dudes?
Shit. Oh my god. Man, you're killing this, bro. You are killing it, bro. Hey man, I can't wait till I see. Oh my god, because I seen you just did one with Check. That's my boy too, man. We all the real underground motherfuckers is locked in. They can see me. They can see me.
They can see you that one. They can see you all three.
No, okay. 100 LeBron James is fucking a gorilla over. Now, 100 LeBron James, 100 Brock Lesnar's, 100 Mark Henry's, shit, 100 Big Shows, NWO, not NWO, WCW Big Show, Paul Wright, 100 Paul Wrights, shit.
All right. Well, that's not the question. though. 100 average people.
Oh yeah, no, it's all bad. It's all bad. I don't know, bro. A gorilla has like, first off, this the thing. This all I wanna. Motherfuckers talking about you gotta form a plan. You are only allowed to fight the gorilla. You can't do anything but fisticuffs. Ain't no plan or strategy. You have to fight the gorilla with your hands, and a gorilla has damn near like 3 or 4 layers of extra skin on it. So when you punch the average human in his chin like this, like, hold on, can the camera see me? If you punch,
Right there? Yeah.
you punch a human in the chin like this, he might go to sleep. You're not putting no gorilla to sleep like that. You might break your hand.
All right. I disagree with you. All right. How much? Here's the trivia question because I looked this up because I was intrigued.
Okay.
How much do you think the average weight of the heaviest species of like fully grown adult male gorillas is?
340
pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty actually spot on. It's 300 to 500. 500 being like the heaviest ones. I don't know why. I thought I must be dumb. I thought gorillas were like 2,500 pounds. I saw that and I was like, no,
they
way.
ain't that big. They ain't that big.
I guess I just don't have a scale for weight.
They're not that big.
Yeah, because that's a car.
They're
That's
still
a
like
sedan.
primates, I guess.
So all right. Let me know if this. Let me know if this changes your perspective.
Okay.
We'll say 400 pounds. We'll split it. 400 pound gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, you have 400 pounds of teeth, gorilla hands, gorilla feet. Lethal, strong. What do they say? 5-10 times strength of a human. The bite force insane.
Yeah.
So you have 400 pounds of that on one side,
Mm-hmm.
and on the other side, you have 15,000 pounds. I don't think there's any way that 400 pounds beats at a minimum 15,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's cool. But you want to know one thing you can't actually test?
Huh.
Like there's no measurement for willpower.
That's a good point.
And a gorilla angry? You seen George in the Jungle.
Yep.
You seen George in the Jungle. Tarzan knew what to do. He got cool with the gorillas. He knew what the gorillas was cool. They didn't get cool with him. He got cool with the gorillas. So I don't know. I don't know if everybody's not thinking about that like I am. I don't know.
All right. Here's my counter to that though.
Okay.
All right. 100 males.
Okay.
You're gonna have 90 cowards. You know, people who are like,
cowards.
Fuck this. I say cowards. 90 normal people. You know, I'm not even gonna say cowards because, you know, it's a fucking gorilla. 90 normal
90
people.
90 sissies.
All right.
90 Weenie Hut Juniors.
And then you're gonna I'll take it back. You're gonna have 95.
95.
And then
Weenie
you're
Hut
gonna have
Juniors.
5 people who are brave. They know they're gonna
Brock
die.
Lesnar's.
5. Yep. 5.
5 Brock.
Their size doesn't even matter. You're gonna have 5 people who know they're gonna die and are okay with it. And of those 95 not brave people, you're gonna have 15 of them who are not brave, but they're dumb. And those 15 are gonna think that they can keep their distance and swipe at the gorilla, while the 5 who are brave sacrifice themselves. Those 15 people, they're gonna occupy the gorilla when they die because they're dumb. They don't understand it. And that's when all the scared people get the chance to jump in. That's my thought on it. You know?
I see. I understand. You're thinking of it with layers.
Yeah, just a circle.
I'm
you know?
thinking. I'm putting it like this. It's a cage. It is a USC octagon. Or my fault. No, it's a Beyblade arena at this point. It's a Beyblade arena. It's 100 men and 1 gorilla.
They're still gonna be circled around him.
Yeah, and he is fucking them over, Chase. I'm
way.
sorry.
Well, you gotta think about it.
So you said the 5 Brock Lesnar's, right? Like I said. So like it's 95.
They're willing to charge and die first, knowing
it's
they're
95 Weenie Hut Juniors.
Yep.
So all right. So,
and there's 15 dumb Weenie Hut Juniors.
So there's 15 Patricks.
Yep.
Some way somehow there's 50. I don't know how Patrick got here.
Yeah,
so there's 15 Patricks. The 5 Brock Lesnar's are at the least. No, my fault. At the most, the 5 Brock Lesnar's. The gorilla's gonna lose an arm.
I don't even think I don't think they're gonna hurt it at all. I don't think the 5 will. I say they're brave because they know they're gonna die, but they're gonna occupy the gorilla enough. When that gorilla is ripping the 1 in half,
how are they? So what are they all gonna jump on him?
That's what it's gonna take is one person from the back jumping on it. Eyes. That's all it takes is one person. Both
Scratch
hands.
his eyes out.
Rip the eyes out.
Rip the eyes.
What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna have to.
And you think 100 people can hold a gorilla down while he rip his eyes out?
Well, it doesn't need. All it needs is a swipe. That's all it takes.
It do not take a swipe to take a motherfucker's eyes out with your bare hands.
Yeah. To slide in the eye socket. Yeah, it doesn't take much. The eye is gelatinous.
You was in the army, so I give you that. You probably.
Well, I know. I'm speaking out of my ass.
You a combat man. You probably Bruce Wayne on Saturdays, bro. Talking like that.
I don't know. We're gonna have to get what is his name.
So our outro isn't exactly polished. We're just kind of joking around. Shouting people out, which is good. I was happy that I was able to give them a chance. You know, just take a second really to listen to all the shout outs. You know, do a bit of research on your own to see if maybe it's something that you could be interested in. You know, learning a bit more about these people, these artists who I'm interviewing, these leaders of the creative genres and mediums in the 21st century. So yeah.
Speed Willis, who no, not Speed's the streamer. Who does the 100-person challenges? He did the
I'm not hit.
No, he's the YouTube Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, Mr. Beast.
We're gonna have to get him to do it.
To do
The 100.
100 Mr. Beast versus one gorilla.
Well, just 100 men. You know, he needs to
Okay.
set it up.
Okay, I had his food on DoorDash. It was trash.
You had his. I didn't even know you had.
He had he got like an open kitchen. It's trash, like frozen food. Trash. Horrible.
All right, man. We're winding it down.
All right, man.
Time's coming to a close. It's always the last couple questions I ask.
All right.
Well, one question and then one request.
Okay.
First, I'll ask the question. One thing to depart our audience with. One message.
Let me sum it up. I'm gonna put it all together real quick. Chin up, chest out. Don't look down, cause the only way is up. You dig? And life ain't tied with a bow, but it's still a gift though. It's a blessing just to be here. You dig? You know what I mean? With the hood. That's what I got for the audience, man. Wise words from Quilly G. I support these messages.
Oh, yeah. Anything you want to plug?
Anything I want to plug? Shit, man. Is you beastie with the editing? And if I hit one of these, you'd be like, shit, you can go follow me.
Throw the image up there?
Like or the at right here, like where my finger at. You beastie like that?
Yeah. I can do that. I'll throw it up.
You can put that in. You should put that in the interview. I think that'd be funny. So yeah, go ahead, follow me on Instagram at QUILLY.G. That's Instagram, YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter where I really just watch basketball shit and post funny shit, like like retweet funny shit. I post my music on there too. Quill got GT moves. QUI. No, it's Quill got moves. It's QUILL. No, it's Quilly got moves. I'm tweaking. QUILLYGOTMOVES on Twitter, and then on Snapchat it's that too.
All these links are gonna be in the description also.
Me and his video. Matter of fact, and then put me in your video. I'll send you that right here. Hold on, right here.
Wait. What video?
The video me and you did.
Oh yeah, the music video. Yeah.
That's on my
Yeah,
YouTube
up here
still.
somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Any more plugs? Shout out to the Pinnacle, man. R.I.P. Loms, R.I.P. Biat, R.I.P. Lavish, R.I.P. Cash, R.I.P. Drees. Shit, man. R.I.P. Grandma, R.I.P. Katrina, R.I.P. Aunt Gail. Man, I go for days, man. R.I.P. my fallen soldiers. Hope y'all still watching me. R.I.P. Lama Lee, Big L's forever and for always. FNA with me, man. Shit, free D Freak, free T Gun, free the Doctor. I think that's all I got right now.
Well, I appreciate it. You read my mind at the end of every one. I asked people to say their handles out loud, so I appreciate you doing that for anybody driving,
Yeah, type shit.
or anything like that. Well, if you made it this far, we really appreciate it. Go check out, there's tons of other ones just like this. Check his article out. Give him a follow. Listen to the music. If his Cash App is up, send him some money,
Yeah, and on Apple Music it's Quilly G too. Apple Music, Spotify, all that. Deezer.
Yeah.
If you use Deezer.
Become
Napster.
join the following,
No cap, no fraud, man. It's getting like that, man. A lot of good music on the way, man. Shit, I fuck around, drop next Friday. That's how I'm feeling. This got me motivated. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hell yeah. So next Friday. So it'll be coming out soon. By the time you're maybe depending on when you're watching this.
I fuck with Playboy Cardi, but I ain't gonna Playboy Cardi y'all either. We gonna try to get it out for real.
All right. Well, drink water. Everybody, stay safe.
Drink more water.
Drink more water. Yep. And then even more on top of that.
Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Bruh.
That was awesome.
If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I'm shocked if you did. Like, if you actually watched this whole thing, that's crazy. But YouTube right now is putting up something on the screen, a video of mine that it thinks you might like. So feel free to check that out. I have tons. I believe this was interview number 48. I will continue to be interviewing artists, depending on when you're listening to this. I guess you'll know if I'm done or not, if I've been dead for the past 150 years. But if you're someone far enough in the future to listen to this, I hope that you enjoy it and hope that there's let me also point you to the uncut version of this video, because there's the whole interview you could see without my annoying narration. Thank you. Bye.